The automobile industry. Does the future belong to the electric car? In the interview, Daimler CEO Zetsche.
We're here at the Geneva Motor Show. We see many new models, but you recently had to announce a loss for Daimler of 2.6 billion euros. Is it still fun being at the helm of Daimler?
The answer is a very clear yes, especially as the direction is the right one. We started 2009 with a significant impact from the worldwide crisis, but we defined countermeasures and developed very positively throughout the year up to a significant profit in the fourth quarter, driven by cost reduction and most of all by convincing, exciting new products of Mercedes.
How would you describe last year? Was it one of the worst in the history of Daimler?
I mean, for the global economy, it was one of the worst in history, and that affected the auto industry altogether, including Daimler.
Where do you hope to get new impulses for Daimler now? We are here at the Geneva Motor Show, see many new models. What do we have to expect from Daimler?
Well, it's clear for auto manufacturer, the brand and the product is key for success. We are in the favorable situation that we own the strongest brand of all with a star. We are infusing much more momentum into this fantastic brand, and we are launching 60 new products between 2010 and 2011, all of them being most exciting. So I am very confident about the future of our company.
And do we have to expect smaller cars from Mercedes as well in the future?
Well, we're obviously leading in the S-Class, E-Class and C-Class segment with our sedans and other vehicles. In the compact car, we will launch a new generation, the successor for the A and B class, 4 different models, totally different, all of them very exciting to different customer segments. And on that basis, I'm most confident that in the premium segment, we will take a leading position in the compact car as well.
Mm-hmm. Now, you are increasing your R&D budget. In which fields do you want to increase the research? What is most important?
On the one hand, of course, it's about great, exciting, emotional new cars. But on the other hand, it's about the most efficient technology for emission-free ultimately and on the path to emission-free, low-emission vehicles. And that's what we're exactly doing by developing hybrids, where we are the first European manufacturer to launch a hybrid car with the S-Class into the marketplace. And then it goes on up to finally electric cars, where we already offer to the market the Smart E and this year the A-Class E.
So can we expect kind of green cars from Mercedes in the future?
Very much so. We are the inventor of the car altogether. We will be the inventor of the second phase of the car, more electric than the first one, and we will lead this development.
And green car, does it mean for you electric car?
Certainly the main component, it's not the only one, but the main component is an increasing electric part of the total vehicle. Starts with start-stop, goes on with mild hybrid, full hybrid, plug-in hybrid, and ultimately the full electric car, either with battery or with fuel cell.
Now you want to invest in the future of the brand. At the same time, you have to save costs. How does it work together? We see with Toyota, they obviously have quality problems. Couldn't the same happen to Mercedes?
We have a highly sophisticated, very effective quality system and philosophy. Quality system means handling probabilities and minimizing the likelihood that anything critical could happen. We are making huge progress in this direction, quality being better every year. No manufacturer ever could say that it's absolutely impossible that a flaw would pop up.
Now you announced here on the Geneva Motor Show a cooperation with a Chinese producer. Can you inform us what it's about?
Well, China, with its huge population, has to bet on alternative drivetrains because there's just not enough gasoline or diesel fuel available for this huge population, which asks for individual mobility asked for their automobile. So BYD is the leading manufacturer in China for electric cars, starting as a battery manufacturer and then turning into an auto company. This, in combination with Daimler as their technology leader in green technology, is an unbeatable combination to satisfy the future growing and ultimately huge demand for electric cars in China.
And how do the German engineers in Sindelfingen, for example, react to this kind of cooperation?
Well, a number of them has been to China, has been with BYD. They're highly excited about this. Their mentality of kind of a startup company. So it's about the youngest car company combining with the most experienced one. And that is just a combination which creates tremendous amount of opportunity. And our people are feeling that and are highly motivated.
But people pay premium prices for Mercedes products. Can you expect premium prices for this kind of car as well?
Well, as we said, we will establish a new brand for this product. This brand certainly will not be a premium brand, but not a volume brand as well, but it will be somewhere in the middle.
So from your point of view, the future of cars is electronic?
In the long run, for sure, but this will not be an abrupt change, but that will be a ramp up over many, many years. So it's still very important to have combustion engines, diesel or gasoline, which are highly efficient and growingly efficient, but they will be combined more and more with electric components.
The Asian markets, are these the kind of markets where you expect most growth for Mercedes?
That is definitely true for the industry in general and for Mercedes in particular. We have seen the fastest growth of all premium brands for Mercedes in the last 3 years in China. Last year it was 70%. This year we started in January with 120% growth over January last year. So there's a tremendous dynamic for our brand in China, and we expect that to continue.
Now Mercedes is highly engaged in Formula One. You have a new driver, which is Michael Schumacher, the German, not just the German, but the champion. What do you expect from him?
Well, we certainly have the most promising and exciting package with the well-known brain of Formula One, which is Ross Brawn, with their best Formula One driver of all times with 7 championships, Michael Schumacher, and Nico Rosberg, a very promising talent, plus their historically and actually most prominent Formula One manufacturer, Mercedes. And this package obviously is extremely exciting. You see it in the reaction in the public and very promising.
So do you expect to win the championship in Formula One?
Well, sport would be boring if you could forecast the result in advance, but certainly we will have a very competitive package and do everything to use its potential.
And do you have enough patience? I mean, say if Michael Schumacher doesn't win this year, how long will you stay in Formula One?
Well, we've been there quite some time, even when others who were not successful finally left this platform. We are very glad that we have this chance to promote our brand, especially in the emerging markets where there's almost a hype for Formula One with the Mercedes, our own Grand Prix team. We will strive, we will certainly be competitive and able to win. We will strive for the victory. If that doesn't happen in the first race and doesn't happen in the first year, that's okay, but it will happen.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're most welcome. Thank you for having me.